Morning. Happy coffee talk. It's a Friday and it's misty outside. Like it's not fog, it's mist. Here in Washington State, I've never seen mist like they have here. It's pretty crazy. And it's really beautiful most of the time because it really does change the whole air to almost this like silver sparkle. Um, Falling in love with the whole like vampire thing from the Pacific Northwest, I can definitely see why that story was set here. Um, Quick reminder before we even jump into coffee talk. The scholarship applications are open until Tuesday. So today is Friday. There's a few more days to apply, but you don't want to wait because I know that life gets really busy and then we forget. And it's a hard close on Tuesday night. We are giving away one full scholarship into fitme's program. So this is a full year of coaching. You get a one-on-one fitme certified coach to be your coach for the whole year. You get nutrition, you get workouts, you get individual programming, you get our entire team basically helping you with your year. This is our full program and you get all of it. We're giving away one spot. So all you have to do is apply. The application's not very long. So I'll put the link in the comments or in the show notes, but go apply because if you are trying to create a different year, if that's what you want, if you want to feel different this year, you want to create a long lasting change to your lifestyle and you want to feel good in your body and you want to feel healthier and be stronger and fitter and all those things, then you should apply. So let's get right to it. My coffee today is again the mixture. I am mixing the cacao grounds with the coffee grounds. It is delicious. So I had that yesterday. I'm having it again today. And this mug is from Fit Me member Terry. She sent it to me as a gift and I love it. It's really big. Again, I always measure big by the size of my head. So it's about the size of my face. So that would make it a pretty big mug, like a level 8, 8 out of 10. But beauty wise, 10 out of 10. I'm a huge fan of this mug. So let's dive in to our coffee talk topic for today. If you're new to coffee talk, thank you so much for plugging in. I usually share my coffee, any announcements, and then we dive in because these episodes are short, 10 minutes long, 12 sometimes, and I want you to always have something that you can take away and put into your practical action today. So it's like not something that you're just going to think about forever and ever, but it should impact your today. That's the goal of these. I'm thinking about this stuff and I want to share it with you. So today's coffee talk message is about time. I've coached a lot of women who in the moment, it feels like things are going so slow. Maybe they're working really hard at seeing weight loss happen and it's going slow. It feels frustrating. Or maybe they're waiting for their body to heal because they had an injury. So they're just waiting and it feels so slow. Or maybe they're in like a frustrating job situation even. And so they're like working themselves out of it. But it feels like, man, this is taking so long. Everything, I'm guessing almost everything that you've ever done that's been a culmination of hard work or something you would call an achievement or a goal reached has taken a long time. Sometimes I use this parallel that we know that going to school, so if you did an advanced degree, like you got a bachelor's degree or a master's degree or something, or maybe you did advanced skill training in a particular field, medical field or something like that, or you trade, like you went to like advanced training for maybe you are a hairstylist and you went to advanced training. Anything that you've ever done that's been an achievement or a milestone isn't overnight. It takes time. Sometimes it takes research. It takes there's a learning curve to it. I mean, if you think about going to college or signing up for something, you get all this information at the beginning. It's like, okay, well, you got to get registered for classes and then this is your schedule and this is where you go. And at first it feels really overwhelming, but then you kind of get in a groove and then you're just doing it. You are just doing the thing. But even while you're doing the thing, it's not necessarily easy. You might have classes that you fail, or frustrating teachers, or assignments that didn't go as planned. But if you just kept going and you kept working at it, you kept doing the thing, then eventually, I mean, not everybody, but a lot of us have the experience of looking back and saying, yep, graduated. Even high school, I mean, it's the same. You just keep going, you just keep doing the thing, and then eventually you achieve it. But there's that learning curve at the beginning that feels very daunting. So when we're busy in our regular lives, we're doing all of the things. Any learning curve feels like a hell to the no, right? Like, that sounds too hard. I can't do that. I would love to, but it's going to be a lot to like get that thing going. The learning curve or the resistance to getting started is probably the hardest part of anything. So if you're like trying to make healthy lifestyle changes, just the learning curve of just trying to figure out, okay, what do I need to put in my day that's different than this day that's not getting me to where I want to be? I got to make some changes to my day. That's the learning curve that I'm talking about. That's honestly what we specialize in fitme, is that learning curve, because that's the hardest part, is getting things going, and helping you figure out what needs to change about your day, change it to this in a small doable way, but then you're going to repeat it. So then here we get back to this time thing. It's like you've made the changes, you signed up for classes, you learned where everything goes, and you went for a day. You didn't get a degree. You didn't finish it. You didn't even learn anything yet. You just basically got it all set up. We do this all the time with our body goals, with trying to be healthier, with trying to get stronger, with trying to do something. We get all set up. Even if you fight the resistance, you get all set up. You do one day and then you're like, ugh, it got weird. Couldn't do it. Or I've been doing it for 7 days. Why am I not there yet? I've been consistent. It takes a long time. It does. Anybody who tells you otherwise is lying to you. So if you are working on losing 50 pounds, I want you to think of it like, you're getting an associate's degree. It might take 2 years. And there's going to be ups and downs. You're going to have that learning curve. You're going to have to put things in motion that you can repeat mostly right every day. Some ups and downs. It doesn't have to be perfect. School doesn't have to be perfect if you think about it. It doesn't have to be perfect for you to finish, to get to what you want. But gotta be pretty okay, pretty good, right? So it's the same. You just have to keep going. Sometimes you get a crap day. Sometimes you get a crap teacher. Just keep going. You do your best. Sometimes it didn't go as planned. Keep going. You're learning. You're building momentum. Things are going really well. Feels really smooth. Progress. Up, curveball. Keep going. So, but 2 years mentally, you would be like, okay, I can do that. If it was a professional thing, a credential, a certification, a piece of education, even something for your kids. Maybe the education parallel doesn't make sense to you, but you're like, okay, kids, you're going to do this thing. It's going to take us 2 years to get there. You're down for it. It's going to be ups and downs. You warn your kids, hey, this is not going to be easy. We're going to do this, and sometimes it's not going to go right. But for some reason, when it comes to us and our body and those goals, it doesn't feel like it should take a long time. It feels like it should be now. And it needs to go smooth and linear. All progress all the time. Measurable progress, or I quit. That's how we act. We act like the resistance is hard, and we act like it better be linear progress or I quit. It's not working. But that's just not how this goes. And most people quit not because they can't do it, but because mentally they're not down for the long game. Either mentally they quit because the resistance is too much, that learning curve is too daunting, or they quit because the ups and downs of creating this change, it takes too long. So my challenge for you today, my coffee talk challenge for you today, is to extend the timeline on your goals and start to consider that it's not likely going to be linear. It's not going to be a straight path, but that doesn't mean that you can't achieve it. It does not mean that. Just like we talked about those other examples, you achieved those things. So you can achieve this too. But the name of the game is continuing to do the work. Continue to show up even when it's not perfect. Get yourself a group of people who's doing that too. That helps, right? How much harder is achieving anything that all those examples that I said when you're doing it solo? Way more doable when you do it with somebody else. The momentum, that backdraft, catch it. So that's my coffee talk message for you today. I want to challenge you to extend the timeline. Start thinking about things differently. Start thinking about what's possible for you to achieve when it's going to take 1, 2, 4 years, That's where you're going to start to make some impressive changes. So my house is turning to chaos, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thanks as always for plugging into Coffee Talk. Do not forget to sign up for the scholarship. It closes on Tuesday. If you haven't done so, subscribe to Fit Me Coffee Talk on your favorite podcast platform. And if you're listening on a podcast and are not a part of our Facebook group, go to Fit Me Free Community and sign up to join the group. I will see you over there. Take care. Bye.